Is this the year you finally stop saying, one day I'll get better at golf, one day I'll practice? Is this the year you finally say, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to improve my golf game. I'm gonna lower my handicap, I'm gonna lower my scores, and essentially make golf more fun because you're getting better at it. If so, today I got 5 things for you, 5 accessories that you can use that are actually going to make you a better golfer. So if that sounds interesting, then keep watching. Let's do this thing. All right, first accessory you should get that's going to help your golf game, and that is a swing trainer. Now, there's a dozen different swing trainers that I could list off here, but it really depends on where you are in your golf journey, how good you are, what specific things you need to improve that's going to dictate what the best swing trainer is for you. So one device that I've been really impressed with lately is the Stack system. So this is a swing speed trainer, which is going to allow you to get more distance off the tee, hit shots further so that you're coming into the green with higher clubs, which theoretically is going to make you more accurate and lower your scores. They've got an entire system that goes all the way down to putting, but what I really like about this is the included app. There are a lot of different swing speed devices, and they all kind of have the same purpose. It's like if you're in the batter's box, you're getting ready to go step up to the plate in a game of baseball, and you're swinging 2 bats or you're swinging a bat with weights on it, and then you take that off and you go swing 1 bat when you actually get up to the plate, it's going to feel lighter, which is going to allow you to swing faster and hopefully hit the ball further. Well, same idea works with swing speed training. And what I love about the Stack system is it's not just the weights. They have a whole app and a whole technology system around it, which not only leads to better results, but it also just makes it more fun, more appealing, more engaging, and makes you want to do it on a more regular basis. I'll have a full review of this system up soon. I'll link to it below when I do, but so far I've been really impressed with it. That said, if you're a more beginning golfer and you have greater swing flaws, then swinging harder and faster may just make your flaws that much more obvious. So for someone like you, I might consider a device like the Hack Motion. This is a device you wear, it connects with an app. So if you're someone who comes over the top or you have a big slice, a device like the Hack Motion might help you get into a better position to give you more consistent results. Either way, there are a ton of different swing trainers out there, so finding one for your needs can definitely help you lower your scores. Okay, number 2 is a game tracking system. So what I mean by this is there are a number of brands out there that create sensors you put on your golf clubs. It then pairs with a watch or with your phone using GPS, and it tracks every single shot you hit on a golf course. So you're gonna know exactly how far you hit every shot under real conditions. You're gonna know exactly how many greens you hit, if you miss it left, right, or short, if you hit the fairway. You're also able to get strokes gained statistics over every aspect of your game. These devices essentially give amateur golfers tour level statistics. So why more people aren't using this is just beyond me. Now, I guess I do know the answer to that. None of these are perfect. They will require a little bit of manual entry from time to time. But overall, any of the companies I'm about to mention, they work most of the time, and any manual stuff that you have to do is totally worth it for the level of data that you get. So which one should you consider? My all-time favorite is Arccos. This is the one I use the most. I've played over 360 rounds with it, and the data and the user experience you get is just fantastic. And if you do decide Arccos is right for you, you can use the code BE15. It's gonna save you 15% and allow you to get into it for just a little bit less money. If you're on a little bit more of a budget and you don't like the idea of a subscription, which Arccos has, I would go check out ShotScope. Their V5 watch and sensors is the one that I would use. That's one of the cool things about ShotScope is it does come with a GPS watch. So not only do you get the tracking, you also have that added benefit. And you get all this for only a couple $100 with no subscription. There's a coupon code below that's gonna save you an additional 15% as well. So this is definitely the most budget-friendly option. And even though there's definitely some user experience things and some quality things that I don't necessarily love when compared to Arccos, it still works really well at a great price point, and a lot of the people I know that use ShotScope absolutely love it. The last one and the most expensive of the bunch is Garmin. They have what are called their CT10 sensors and their newer CT1 sensors that both essentially do the same thing. The downside to this is you have to have a compatible Garmin Golf watch to use it. So the cheapest Garmin Golf watch that you can get, I believe, is the S44, which is $300. I don't think the less expensive S12 works. So you're basically having to spend at least $300 for the watch, and then for the CT10 sensors, it's another $300 for the full set unless you can get it on sale. One nice thing is you don't need the Garmin Golf subscription in order to use it, but I will say of the 3, the experience is maybe my least favorite and it's the most expensive. So unless you are a diehard Garmin person, I would personally probably go to Arccos or ShotScope. All right, third accessory you can use to improve your golf game is something I think everybody should have, and that is a putting mat. Because honestly, the fastest way to lower your scores is to get better at putting. And the easiest thing to practice is your putting. And the easiest place to do it is at your house. And so if you get a high quality putting mat, whether you're in your bedroom, your office, your living room, your backyard, being able to just pick up a club and start practicing your putting is a game changer. I mean, that is legitimately the thing, probably more than any of these, that's actually going to lower your scores the furthest and the quickest. So to be clear, you don't necessarily need something super fancy. For years, I had a $50 skills putting mat that didn't necessarily roll like a super true green, but it got the job done and it allowed me to practice. These days though, if you have a little bit more to spend, there are two putting mats that I recommend most often. The first one is a prime putt mat. It's gonna cost you somewhere between $300 to $500, maybe more depending on your size. But in my experience, it's the one that feels the most realistic. This thing just feels high end and it feels the most like you're actually putting on a real green. They come with a nice wood backstop, they look super elegant, they've actually got holes you can hit into. So if you're looking for the best way to simulate an actual putting green at home, that's the model I would look at. The other one is for people that think practicing putting is boring. That's kind of me. And that is getting a putter system, P-U-T-T-R. This is a putting mat that folds up in a box. You can pick it up, carry it around. You open up the door, you roll out the mat, and you've got 27 different putting spots on this mat. So you've got 3 spots each from 3 feet to 11 feet. So it goes left, center, right, 3 feet, all the way back to 11 feet. And then you pair it with the Putter iPad app. And what's cool about this is the app connects to your unit and you can play dozens of different games and drills that are all tracked while you're actually putting. There's even cameras inside the putter so it can see what your ball is actually doing. You can see how accurate you are if you're hitting it into the center of the cup or if you're missing the cup completely. There's a social element. You can play online games against your friends that also have putter units. So it's essentially the best way to practice without feeling like you're actually practicing. So honestly, at my house, I have it set next to our couch. I use it as an end table, and then when I want to open it up, roll it out and play. My daughter loves it, so it's just been a whole lot of fun to have the putter. And at $600, it's not cheap, but it's definitely made me want to practice more and has improved my putting since I've gotten it. Hey, real quick, you probably already know this, but if you use any of the coupon codes or you click the product links, there's a chance I will get a commission on those sales. To be clear, I do not care whether or not you buy any of these products or not. I genuinely just want to help you find products that are going to be helpful for you and your golf goals. So if you think that makes me biased, totally understand. You can go get information plenty of other places. But if you do decide one of these products is a good fit, you have the potential to save a little bit of money with those coupon codes, and it allows me to continue making videos like this for you. All right, back to the video. All right, the fourth accessory, and we're gonna stick with putting because like I said, putting is the fastest way to lower your scores, and that is getting a putting alignment aid. Now there are all sorts of putting training aids out there, but finding something to make sure you are actually doing what you think you're doing with your putting stroke and having a consistent swing is really, really important. And often we think about this when it comes to our full swings, but we don't think about it when it comes to putting. So for me, I know for years I have been off. I basically aim right and kind of compensate for a bad swing. So getting a putting mirror or putting gate so I can see what I'm actually doing and actually work on building up the consistency with my swing is going to allow me to make more putts. Now again, as with all golf training aids, there's all sorts of different versions of this, but one I would take a look at is Short Game Gains. You can get a whole package that has essentially everything you need to become a better putter, and it is created and built by 2 tour players. Seeing the evolution of the company, seeing the success they've had, and seeing the improvements they've made to the product has been really inspiring. And so that continues to be the short game tool that I recommend most for people that are looking for help with their putting. And finally, the last accessory that will actually make you a better golfer might be the one you expect me to say first, but that is a launch monitor. There are so many different ways a launch monitor can make you a better golfer, whether it's helping you understand and correct the flaws that you have in your swing, whether it's being able to track your practice, whether it's being able to compare different clubs to see which one is better for you, or perhaps it's just the ability to play more or practice more when you're not able to get out on the golf course. Regardless of what your particular reason is, or maybe it's all of those things, having one of these will make you more likely to play, more likely to practice, and in turn, make you more likely to get better. And the best news is regardless of whether or not your budget is $300 or $3,000 or $30,000, there is a unit for you. If you're not sure where to start, you can take my quiz. You're gonna answer a few questions around what you're looking for, and I'm gonna give you my best recommendation on the device that I think is the best fit for your needs. I'll link to that below so you can go do that whenever you want. Also, I've got a ton of launch monitor resources, so I will link to some of those below. They're good starting points for helping you find the right device. But the bottom line is the golf accessory that's going to make you a better golfer is the one that you actually get and use. Any one of these 5 that I talked about today can and will make you a better golfer, but only if you use them on a consistent basis. So hopefully, one or more of these ideas resonated with you. You can go out, you can buy yourself a new toy, get yourself something fun that is actually going to lower your scores in the process. With that, my name is Sean Ogle, I'm founder of this thing here, Breaking 80, where we talk about cool golf courses and cool golf products. Got some value? Maybe consider hitting the thumbs up button, drop a comment, subscribe, do all those things, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.